the in ration the first for 9. Now we observe or we learned how to represent a number line. Third, how to represent the decimal numbers of real numbers. Non-terminating recurring. Number 3, non-terminating non-recurring. We use to represent this type of decimal numbers on the number line magnification method. We use which method? Magnification method. Now you observe this. This number on the number line like remaining number. This type of numbers on the number line. We know the value of root 2. 1, 4, 1, 4 and so on. Non-recurring. 1 divided by this non-terminating non-recurring number. This type of difficulty, there is another method. It's called rationalizing method, where the irrational number in this fraction in the denominator, if we multiply 1 by root 2 with root 2 by root 2, 1 is equal to root 2 by root 2 into root 2 by properties of square roots, we get root 4. Root 2 into root 2 equal to root of 2 into 2. Root 4 is 2. And this one on the number line, where the position of this one between 0 and root 2. So the place of root 2 by 2 between 0 and root 2. Now represent this one on the number line as visualized. Type of any number, we must do denominator, rationalizing. Here, to rationalize this root 2, we use the another root 2. You observe this one, root 2 into root 2. Root, square root of root 2 into root, square root of 2 into 2, root 4 equal to is a rational number. Rational. Now, the product of two irrationals is a rational. Then, root 2 is a rationalizing factor of root 2. You observe both are same terms. So, these two are rationalizing factors to each other. You observe this one also. Root 2 into root 8. 16 equal to 4 is a rational number. Now, root 8 is also rationalizing factor of root 2 because the product of these two equal to rational number. Now, root 2 into, what is the next one? Root 36 equal to 6. We can say root 18 also rationalizing factor RF. These are all root 2, root 8, root 18 are the rationalizing factor of root 2. In these three, root 2, root 8, root 18, in this it is the smallest rationalizing factor. So, it is the smallest. Then we said the rationalizing factor of root 2 is root 2. The rationalizing factor of root 2 is root 2. Do you understand now? Okay. We are going to another one. From this we conclude the definition of rationalizing factor. Once again, what is a rationalizing factor? If two irrational numbers are multiplied, then we get the product is a rational number, then the two numbers are rationalizing factors to each other. In this example, root 2 into root 2 equal 2, then root 2 is a rationalizing factor of this root 2. Here also, what is the rationalizing factor of root 8? Root 2. The rationalizing factor of root 18 equal to root 2. Do you understand this one? Okay. Now we are going to another topic. Another topic, just you observe this example. Here is given 3 examples. Example 16. The denominator of 1 by 4 plus root 5. Root is nothing but square root. Next, 17th example, same, rationalize the denominator 1 by 4 plus 1 by 7 plus, 7 plus 4 root 3. And 18th example, simplify 7 plus 4 root 3 plus 1 by 2 plus root 5. As first you observe this example. Depend on the rationalizing factor. First you observe the denominator in each sum. In the sum, 4 plus root 5 is the denominator. Here 7 plus 4 root 3 is the denominator. Here is the two fractions are given with rest. Each one has a denominator. Here 7 plus 4 root 3, 2 plus root 5. Now to explain the 16th example, you observe it. First, have to write a rationalizing factor. Simply it is called RF. What is the given fraction here? 4 plus root 5. Okay. The denominator is 4 plus root 5. The rationalizing factor 4 plus root 5 is, yes, you observe this one 4 plus root 5. Just change the sign. 4 minus root 5. Because why we write this one? It is exactly like a plus b, a minus b. If we take this one as a plus b, then it is called a minus b. A plus b into a minus b, we know the one of the identity in algebra, a plus b into a minus b equal to a square minus b square. What is that identity? A square minus b square. So we take this one as a factor of rationalizing factor of given denominator. Now multiply this fraction with rationalizing factor, both numerator and denominator. 1 by 4 plus root 5 is a given sum into 4 minus root 5 by 4 minus root 5. Multiply the given fraction with RF. RF nothing but rationalizing factor, both numerator and denominator. Now 1 into 4 minus root 5 equal to 4 minus root 5 by, it is exactly like already I said, let a equal to 4, b equal to root 5, then it is the a plus b and a minus b. We know since that identity a plus b into a minus b equal to a square minus b square. From this identity we can get the simplification of this one. 4 square minus root 5 whole square equal to 4 minus root 5 by 4 square means 16, 4 into 4, root 5 whole square. For example, a square means a into a. Root 5 whole square means root 5 into root 5. By the properties of square root, root a into root b equal root of a into b. Now, we can write square root of 25. 25 is a perfect square, then square root of 25 is nothing but 5. Then 4 minus root 5 by 16 minus 5 is 11. Now you observe the denominator. Denominator changes or become as a rational number. As rational number. So we change the denominator into rational number. So it was rationalized. The given denominator rationalized. Do you understand? Now go to the next example. It is also exactly like this. Number 17. What is the given fraction? 1 by 7 plus 4 root 3. 1 by 7 plus 4 root 3. Yes, the RF of, what is RF? RF means rationalizing factor. The RF of 7 plus 4 root 3 is 7 minus 4 root 3. Do you understand how to write the RF of the given denominator? Just to change the sign. If here is the minus given, then take plus here. But here given plus, then I will take minus. Now multiply this one into the RF. 1 by 7 plus 4 root 3 into both numerator and denominator. 7 minus 4 root 3 by 7 minus 4 root 3. 1 into something equal to something, 1 minus 4 root 3 by, next let a equal to 7 and b equal to 4 root 3. It is exactly like previous I said here, a plus b into a minus b is nothing but a square minus b square. This is one of the algebra identity. As for that identity, we can write 7 square minus 4 root 3 whole square. Then next step, 7 minus 4 root 3, simplify the denominator. 7 square, 49. You observe here, 4 root 3 whole square. 4 root 3 whole square. 4 root 3 whole square is nothing but 4 into root 3. 4 root 3 is 4 into root 3. That means we can write this one 4 square into root 3 whole square. 4 square is 16 into root 3 whole square is nothing but 3. 16 3 is 48. Yes, minus 48. Then 7 minus 4 root 3 by 48 minus 49 minus 48 equal 1. So we can write 7 minus 4 root 3. Now you observe the denominator, change it into rational number. So rationalize it. So it is the process of rationalizing the denominator. Rationalizing the denominator. Now go to the next example, 18. Yes, I am going to erase this one. See the next, observe the example, next example you. Here given two fractions with the addition symbol. Now you observe this one. Solution of 18. Yes, we are going to do separately both fractions rationalize. We must do the rationalize both two denominators with their RF respectively. Let's first write 1 by 7 plus 4 root 3 plus 1 by 2 plus root 5. This is the given sum. The RF of 7 plus 4 root 3 and 2 plus root 5 or what is the RF of this one? 7 minus 4 root 3. 7 minus 4 root 3 and what is the RF of this one? 2 minus root 5 respectively. Next step, let's do the multiplication with their RF each fraction. 1 by 7 plus 4 root 3 into what is the RF of this one? 7 minus 4 root 3 by 7 minus 4 root 3 plus this one, and write the next fraction 1 by 2 plus root 5 into what is the RF of this one? 2 minus root 5 by 2 minus root 5. Now simplify the first fraction 1 into something 7 minus 4 root 3. But it is exactly a plus b into a minus b again. A square means directly I wrote 49. 4 root 3, 4 square, 16 into 3, 48. Plus, as here 1 into 2 minus root 5, whole divided by 2 2s, 4 minus root 5 into root 5 is nothing but 5. Now the difference of this one, 7 minus 4 root 3 by 1 plus here 2 minus root 5 by minus 1. 4 minus 5 minus 1. So it is negative term. So plus into minus, we get here minus. Now 7 minus 4 root 3 by 1 minus 2 minus root 5 by 1. Just so we multiply this minus with the plus. We get the negative symbol. Now these are right fractions. Remove the denominator. 7 minus 4 root 3 minus 2 minus plus root 5 equal to finally 7 minus 2 is 5 and it is minus 4 root 3 plus root 5. Here was rationalized. You understand this one? Now I am going to another topic. We finish the rationalizing the denominator. Before going to next topic, you must recall some of the properties or laws of exponents. You know the laws of exponents? For example, if a and b are integers and m n are whole numbers, we can write a power m into a power n equal to a power m plus n. Like that. These are called laws of exponents. We call these are laws of exponents. There are some exponents are there. Now I am going to show you those exponents. You observe them. Laws of exponents. Yes, these are laws of exponents. A power m into a power m equal to a power m plus n. A power m whole power m equal to a power m into n. Third one. A power m by a power n equal to a to the power of m minus n if m is greater than n. A power m by a power n equal to 1, then n equal to n. A power m by a power n equal to 1 by a power n minus 1 if m is less than n. And the next one, fourth one, a power m into b power m equal to ab whole power m. Next, fifth one, 1 by a to the power of n equal to a to the power of minus n. We can write fifth one also 1 by a to the power of minus n equal to a to the power of n. Sixth one equal to a power 0 equal to 1. These are the exponent laws for here a, m, n are integers. A is not equal to 0. A is called the base and m, n are the called exponents. So, these are given for only integers. Now we are going to extend the laws of exponents to base positive real numbers. Positive real numbers and exponents are rational numbers. We are going to extend these exponent laws for real numbers also. In the earlier classes, you learned for only integers. Now we are going to extend these exponents for real numbers also. Here, you take a is greater than b is a real number, and p and q are rational numbers. Comma b, both are greater than 0 real numbers. P comma q are rational number, positive. Which numbers? Positive. Positive rational number. We are going to extend the same properties for real number. You observe, number 1, a to the power of, here a to the power of p into a to the power of q, a to the power of p plus q. The same law, but here we extended them up to real numbers. The bases are real numbers and exponents are positive rational numbers. Now I am going to show you the laws also. You observe them. Now you observe this one. Now you can see clearly. Let a is greater than 0 be a real number and p and q are rational numbers. Then we have a power. First one, a power p into a power q equal to a to the power p plus q. Second, a power p whole power q equal to a to the power of p into q. Third one, a power p whole power q. A power p by a power q equal to a to the power p minus q. This one, a power p into b power p equal to ab whole power. Last, nth root a equal to a to the power of 1 by n. It is the next coming one. It is very, very important. Nth root a, we call it is nth root a, fifth one, see. Nth root a equal to a to the power of 1 by n. Now I am going to explain some of the examples depend on this exponent law. You observe them, you see that exponent law. Some of the examples depend on this exponent law. Example, simplify 2 to the power of 2 by 3 into 2 to the power of 1 by 3. Number 2, 5 to the power of 1 by 7 whole to the power of 4. Number 3, 3 to the power of 1 by 5 whole to the power of whole by 3 to the power of 1 by 3. Number 4, 7 to the power of 1 by 17 into 11 to the power of 1 by 17. You observe these 4 sums. See the first one, 2 power 2 by 3 into 2 power 1 by 3. You observe these are real numbers, these are rational numbers. Now, it is exactly like a power p into a power q equal to a to the power of p plus q. It is one of the exponent law for real numbers. As per that law, we can write, let's take these bases are as a and it is a p, it is a q. 2 power 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3. To the power of these two are like fractions. Sum of them equal to 2 plus 1, 3 by 3 equal to 2 power 1 is nothing but 2. 2 power n is nothing but 2. Now, observe the second sum. What is the 5 to the power of 1 by 7 whole power 4? How it is the given sum? It is exactly like a to the power of p whole power q. A to the power of p into q. Since this law, exponent law, let it is a, it is a p, it is a q. 5 to the power of 1 by 7 into 4, a power p into q. Now, 5 to the power of 4 1 4 by 7. Next, go to the next example, third one in this 19. I'm going to erase these two sums. Next one, third one. What is the third one? 5 into by 2 to the power of 1 by 2. You observe the exponent 1 by 5, 1 by 3. It is less than this one. So we can do directly also, as it is exactly a to the power of p by a to the power of q. The value of this one equal to a to the power of p minus q. As for that law, we can write 3 to the power of 1 by 5 minus 1 by 3. 3 to the power of, find the LCM, 15 equal to 3, 5 1 5 equal to 3 to the power of minus 2 by 15. How is the exponent is a negative rational number? 2, we know one of the a to the power of minus n equal to 1 by a to the power of n. It is also one of the, we can take p because it is a rational number. It is one of the exponents. As for that law, we can write 1 by 3 to the power of 2 by 15. You understand this one? Now, see the last sum, fourth one in this example. Okay. 7 to the power of 1 by 17 into 11 to the power of 1 by 17. Now it is exactly like a power p into b power p. The exponents are equal with a different basis. So we can write ab whole to the power of p. As per this law, you must observe the given sum like which exponent law given. Now we can write 7 into 11 a into b to the power of 1 by 7. 77 to the power of 1 by 17. Now I am going to another topic. Now, third, third. Now I am going to show you the definition of third first. You observe it clearly. The definition of third. Integer greater than 1. How is the n value? Greater than 1. Positive integer. A is a positive rational number, but not nth power of any rational number. Then nth root A or a to the power of 1 by 1 is called a third of nth order, not nth root. In generally we say that the positive nth root of A is called a third or radical. Another name of third is a radical. Here A is called radicand. Nth root A, nth root is called radical sign, and n is called the degree of radical. So here I am going to explain this one on the board. You observe it. What is the another name of third? Radical. Or a to the power of 1 by n. A to the power of n. It is the nth square, nth power, not this one. Nth root. This is called third. Now it is also called third. That means a third has two type of, we can write them two types. That means forms. The third has two type of forms. One is radical form. It is like exponential form. Has the two forms. It is a radical form. In this radical, we can give the separate names of each term. A, here is the A is there. It's called radicand. Radicand. Only nth root is called radical sign. Here n is the degree of the radical. Nth root A is called radicand, nth root is called radical sign, and n is called degree of the radical. Already you know, you learnt in earlier classes, it is the base, A is the base here, 1 by n is the exponent. Yes, to understand this one, I am going to explain through an example. First, we said this one root cell, but it is not a root cell. It is a square root. Here 7 is a radicand. Now it is a radical size. But here 2 is there. It is exact. It is the fact there is a root. In the root there is a 2. That means it is a square root. So it is a radical size. The degree of this one is a 2. Third is a 2. How to write this one as a radical? Another form is the exponential form. 7 to the power of 1 by 2. Because nth root a equal to 1 by n. It is taken from the definition of third. That means we convert or we can change radical form into exponential form into radical alphabet. You observe here. It is exactly like nth root a. Here n value is a 3, a value 8. So 8 is a radical cube root. We call it as a cube root because there is a 3. Cube root is called a radical sign. 3 is a degree. So we can change this one 8 to the power of 1 by 3. We can simplify this one also. How to simplify? 8 can write as 2 cube. 2 into 2 into 3. 1 by 2 into 2 into 2. 3 times is 8. 3. It is exactly like a power m whole power m. 2 to the power of 3 into 1 by 3 equal to 2. When we observe this third form, we think it is not a irrational, but we think it is a irrational. After simplification, we get the 2. It is a rational. So it is not an irrational. Third is nothing but irrational because it is also in the form of root. You observe this one. It is in the form of exactly root n, where n is not a perfect square. It is called irrational number. So thirds are also irrational number. See the last example. Of square root 2. First change the interior part. This one. Square root 2 can write 2 to the power of 1 by 2. Again we can change this one into, already 2 to the power of 2 is a radical in this one, whole to the power of 1 by 2. Now it is exactly like 8 to the power of m whole to the power of 1. 2 to the power of 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. 2 to the power of 1 by 4. It is a radical form. Okay now? Okay? These are the concepts. Remaining there is another problems remaining there in this chapter. Some do this, try this, and last exercise 1.4. I will show you all the sums and you will try to solve them with the help of the examples. Already some examples are explained before, and now in this class also, help of these examples you can solve. And I will solve some of them which you feel difficult. I will explain them in this class also. Okay, listen.